Hello and welcome to UMass Beyond the Classroom. I'm your host, Gabe Diaz. Today's show will focus on the Cannabis Reform Coalition, a group aiming to dispel the myths, lies, and stigmas surrounding cannabis and reform the laws. Joining us today is a member of the CRC, Claire. Thanks you for joining us, Claire.
Thanks for having me.
Could you please describe for our viewers what the Cannabis Reform Coalition is?
The Cannabis Reform Coalition is a social and political group. We focus on bringing the cannabis community together with the university and the public.
And how did you get involved with this club?
As a freshman, my friend found out there was a club about cannabis, so we decided to go, and I met a lot of friends there. I've never really left.
And how long have you been? How long has this club existed at UMass?
It's been around since 1992, actually, almost 28 years.
Wow. And how many members does it currently have?
Currently, we have about 20 members who join our club for meetings, but then we also have more than 420 people on our email list.
What's an average CRC meeting like?
At meetings, we usually go over the upcoming events, and we also talk to our members about what they want to see the club doing.
And how does this club assist with the passing of cannabis laws?
Last year, we signed people up to vote, and that helped the movement gain speed because then people were able to voice their opinion on Question 4, which was a huge bill that went through the system and basically made marijuana legal in Massachusetts.
And what big events has the Cannabis Reform Coalition hosted in the past?
In the past, well, every year actually, we host Extravaganza, which is our biggest event. It's a large display of civil disobedience where people smoke in public.
And other than smoking, what kind of things can be expected at these events?
We also have vendors, educators, bands, performers, and speakers.
Awesome. Our colleagues at UVC joined the CRC for a discussion on women in cannabis. Let's take a look.
The best part about being a member of the Cannabis Reform Coalition is being a force for positive change in the world. The Cannabis Coalition Reform is all about finding justice and using empathy and understanding to create a more fair and benevolent world. I'm not a woman, but I think it's fantastic that there is, at least a industry which is dominated by women, and we had one of the speakers who was talking about how they were able to use their compassion and to really manage a business and prioritize treatments and care for patients. And I thought that was a really beautiful thing. There's still a ton of work to be done. You think just because we passed legalization last year for recreational that we'd be done, but there's a ton of work ahead of us. It's still a Schedule 1 substance. We still need to, contest with federal government. Jeff Sessions has promised to crack down on cannabis, and the Attorney General of Massachusetts has said that they would be complicit in the federal government cracking down on legal cannabis industries in Massachusetts. Senator Cory Booker has a Cannabis Justice Act right now that only has a couple of co-sponsors, so if you can contact your senator or congressperson and ask them to sign on with Cory Booker's bill, that's something that we're doing right now, which would be a big help. I'm a transfer student and I'm a little bit older, so I was worried about finding a group of people who I could, fit in with. But the people from the CRC have been some of the most wonderful, friendly, and accepting people that I've had the great fortune of getting to know at UMass Amherst. Well, it's supposed to be a $2 billion a year industry in Massachusetts just for a start. And it's just going to be really, really exciting to see how it goes. I'm so happy that we have the home grow provision in Massachusetts. I think that it's just going to really kick off a renaissance of self-care and creativity and empathy.
Wow, that event looked interesting and fun. Why is it important to showcase only women in this event?
Women are a huge part of the cannabis industry. It's unlike any industry in that way. And we really wanted to highlight their emotions and feelings, since usually we don't have so many women in one industry. They're really taking it over and making it what it is.
Are women unrepresented or lack of voice in the cannabis industry?
No, it's actually reversed from most industries, so that there's more women in this one. Likely because it's medicine, and there's really a lot of opportunities where no one's pushing women down in this place.
What are the club's future goals?
We want to focus more on stigma, like breaking the stigma of people viewing cannabis as more of a recreational drug instead of a plant that is medicine and community and culture and something that brings people together.
And where can people who are interested in the Cannabis Reform Coalition find more information or join the club?
We have a Facebook page, an Instagram page, and a Twitter page where you can access it at UMass CRC. We post our meetings weekly, and we also have all of our other events on that page. Check it out.
Awesome. Well, that concludes today's episode. Claire, thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me, Gabe.
And thanks for watching UMass Beyond the Classroom. Have a nice day.